Welcome back, champs. I'm glad to have you here again with me at Stardew Valley. If you recall, we started off our farm. We met Robin, Mayor Lewis, Pierre, and Abigail. Did you have a great day? I hope you did. You definitely deserve one. Well, today, we're going to fix up that little mistake we had down here. And you know what? It's okay to make mistakes. Because sometimes life is not about being perfect all the time. It's about finding exactly what you need to do to grow into a better person. And mistakes are an excellent way to learn about not only yourself, but everything involving you, the world, and whatever you are trying to do. So here we need 7. And so what did I learn from that mistake? Well, I like to buy in increments of 5. It's just a nice and even number. But my desire to buy an even number didn't solve the problem. But that's okay, because we were able to fix it with relative ease and without too much trouble. So, we're going to move on with our life, fix whatever mistake we may have made, and everything will be all right. No harm, no foul. I know sometimes when you make a mistake, it can feel like the end of the world. And those feelings are perfectly valid. But what you should do afterwards is find a way to relax, think about the problem, and see what you need to do to fix it, if at all. Sometimes things happen that are entirely not your fault, and maybe you shouldn't fix them, because there's nothing to fix. Sometimes it's about working with something or someone else to resolve a problem that's, while it's affecting you, really has nothing to do with your personal actions. And you'll have to decide, is working with that thing, be it a shelf or something, or that person, worth whatever stress they may be causing so you can fix the problem? You're all capable of very good judgment, and I trust you'll make the decision that's best for not only you, but for the entire situation at hand. And that's definitely a tricky thing to do. But you know what? I know you're a good person. I know deep down you're taking the time to not only think about yourself, but also other people. And that's wonderful. So today, we used up a lot of our energy planting these seeds, watering them, and I even cleared out some rocks and some of these branches. Still a little messy, but you know what? We're on our way. As a fun fact, if you play Stardew in multiplayer, resting in your bed, not sleeping, just lying in bed will recover your energy, but not in single player. So, for us, you and I have to find a way to either do something that requires no energy, or something that'll recover our energy. For day 1, though, I think we did a pretty good job. It's 7 p.m. Just about. So why don't we head over to the town pub and meet more people? You gotta say hi to the neighbors. Greet them with a smile. Maybe a side dish that you're really good at. Are you good at cooking anything? I'm pretty good with chocolate pudding. But maybe you can do something a little better than me. Or maybe I do something better than you. Maybe Pam here has a skill that she's really good at. You know what? And that's what makes everything great. Everyone's good at their own specific thing. Oh, Pam, that's sweet of you. Well, I appreciate the comment there, Pam. And it's often the thought that counts the most. Let's meet someone here. Well, hello there, Gus. If you're wondering why I walk behind here, the game is programmed so that if I talk in front of the register, he'll think I'm trying to buy something. I may in the future, but for now, let's just meet all these nice people. Well, Emily, if you say I'll love it, I'm sure I'll take your word for it and love it myself. Sure do. Oh, Shane. Well, maybe when you open up a bit, we'll talk more. Little games, pool, Joja Cola. Maybe not right now. Well, hello there. Now again, I know most of these people. Again, I've played the original game before, but this is for the new people. Why, thank you, Clint. If you're not familiar, games like these, it's quintessential to have your tools upgraded so that you can do more work in less time and with less energy. Eventually, you should be able to clear out that whole farm with no trouble. But we can't do that today. Clint's off duty, and I don't like to bother people who aren't working on their appointed times. Everyone deserves a break. Is this your break? Resting in Stardew Valley with me? You know what? Thanks for that. I'm glad to have you here. But I think our character's a little low on energy. Maybe it's time we start heading off to bed. A little dark and chilly in here. That's much better. Now, be careful where you actually live and don't start a fire and then go to sleep. Make sure you have proper fire safety techniques in place and that the fire you set up, if you're doing this in real life, is properly contained and controlled. But thankfully, this is our video game farm, so we can have a little fun. All right, next day. Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fire. Well, what do we have here? Ah, yes, the backpack. I'd love to get more space from Pierre, but I don't think we have enough money just yet. So, let's keep working on it. Oh, I didn't even realize we had a second letter. Ah, yes. We gotta learn fishing from Willie. Oh no, out of water. In this mod, we have to get our water from either the fountain down below or to the river to the left of here. Why don't we go to the river this time? Kind of have to clear ourselves a path, but that's okay. That means I'm spending more time with you all. And I'd rather be nowhere else than right here with you right now. Now that we got our water up, we have to remember to water our plants every day. For those of you who also played Harvest Moon, from the SNES to the PlayStation 1 to 2, and so on, you'll know this is a very old mechanic. So now that we've watered everything, we can go back to town and work things out, or we can keep cleaning our farm. Let's take a moment to do just that, shall we? There's still a lot to do, but we'll take it one step at a time. Let's see who we can find in town today. Someone new, someone we haven't met. After all, we do have a little bit of a quest here in our journal. Oh goodness. We can always meet new people. Always make new friends. And I know it can be daunting to meet new people. But I assure you, you will always find a friend who will like you just the way you are. In fact, you already have me. I think you're fantastic, and I wouldn't have you any other way. So thank you again for making this game so much more enjoyable, just by being here with me. What other video games do you guys like to play? We can play them together. We can play something more relaxed, maybe something more intense. Oh, hello there. Well, it's Victor. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you too, Victor. Yeah, there is a lot of debris, but you know what, Victor? I've got me and all my buddies here watching with me to help me with that farm, so I think I'll be okay. Well, I'm sure I was high-paying something. I'm not sure if from the intro that it was clear I was an accountant. But sometimes it's not just about the money. Sometimes it's about the stress, the location, the company culture. It can be about a lot of things. As long as you take the time to really think and judge and analyze what is best for you, then you've made a good decision. There's a lot of grass here. I'm also taking the time to do little circles around the new area for those of you unfamiliar with this mod. You'll notice that grass is absolutely everywhere. Let's save some of it for the silo in the future, because this grass isn't in our way. Well, hello again, Robin. Well, meeting new people can take out the energy for some. For those types of people, they're typically called introverts. If you want to think about it in a certain way, imagine everyone is a battery. Oh, hello there. Oh no. Well, that's okay. We'll come back for you. If everyone is a battery, introverts recharge by being alone, relaxed, and rested. Extroverts are people who recharge by being with other people, going out, having fun, and just being surrounded by other smiling faces. And maybe you fall somewhere in between, and that's okay too. Whichever you are, however you like to think of yourself, just be sure to take care of yourself in your own special way. Oh, hello there. Hello, Linus. For those of you unfamiliar, he is the one who lives out here in the woods, completely alone from society. Oh, Linus. I'll be sure to visit you so you don't have to be alone. Oh. Keep at it. I'm sure you'll get through. Now let's take a look over here. I'm sure you veteran players realize that the Adventurers Guild was down in town. So then if that's the case, what's over here? Well, at the moment, nothing really. They sort of moved the mines over, and that was a little shortcut. Isn't that neat? Oh, let's meet a new friend, shall we? look at that! A nice little gift. little old and worn. But you know what? We can make do with it. Well, we gotta have this sword, so why don't we get rid of the seeds for now? I'm sure we can get more from cutting the grass. Have you noticed we've been sitting here in silence for the most part? Does that bother you? Some people get nervous when they sit in silence, even with friends. Well, that's about you sort of figuring out what makes you most comfortable. Sitting in silence, or sitting and talking, is not necessarily indicative of anything. But maybe if silence makes you nervous, is it the silence, or is it the person? I don't want to make you nervous. But if I do, let me know in the comments below. I'll see if I can talk a little more and avoid longer periods of silence, if that is the case. But you tell me, because I want you to be as comfortable with me as you are normally. Well, we can't go this way just yet, but that's okay. We'll come back to that next time. We'll call it an early day today. We went to the mine, saw a few people, watered everything. Well, I'm glad to have had you here again today. It was super fun. Just remember, this whole day is just so much better with you here. And I'm glad that you're being you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.